What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Danny's Pokedex, and today it's going to be a little bit of a long video. We're at Vermilion Port, and what we're gonna do is, first of all, I have 34 Ultra Balls left, so we have one more legendary bird to catch. So what I'm gonna do is, from Vermilion Port, let's head over to Island 3 or 3 Island. Um, I mean, we got Articuno and Zapdos, so now the third one's going to be Moltres. For Zapdos, which was the first bird that I caught, it took me 4 attempts. First few times, like I ran out of Ultra Balls, or like the Zapdos like hit my Pokemon continuously with a drill peck, and I kind of like fainted. So 4 attempts for Zapdos and Articuno 2 attempts. So not too bad at all. Oh, I'm supposed to go to one island, not 3 island. Like I've said before, I mean, I haven't been using Google at all. I think the only time I used it was to check if Jolteon was the fastest and the most practical choice for an evolution to occur in my playing six. So I looked at the stats. I looked up the stats for Jolteon on Google, and I think that's pretty much it. Not sure if I think I might have looked up what kind of Pokemon I could catch in the Safari zones because like I didn't really want to miss out on any Pokemon. I think the only one that we missed out on was Scyther. I could not catch a Scyther. And yeah, look at this. I mean, my lunch filled us up, so will you battle us for some exercise? Yeah, why not? That's what I am. I'm here to like help your digestive system. Picnicker Claire, and she has a Meowth, and it's a 35 level Meowth. Which reminds me, I left a Meowth at the daycare. Was it the daycare? I don't know what that guy was, like south of Cerulean City. I wonder what's the level of my Meowth right now. But then I ended up catching a Persian around, I think, one or two islands somewhere when I was doing some of these like side quests for Bill and Celio. So yeah, like I don't know, like I'm just gonna abandon the Meowth with that guy for now, and I don't feel bad saying it at all. Maybe a little bit guilty, but not bad at all. Um, because I was hoping, I really wanted a Persian because I feel like I've never used a Persian before, and now, now that I caught a Persian, realize how difficult it is to train up, and I just don't know like where that Persian fits in my playing six. I'm not gonna bother teaching Slash to Blaze because I think we have a decent enough moveset for our Charizard Blaze. Yeah, so maybe in like if things would have gone a little bit differently and I didn't have the Pokemon that I have in my playing six, perhaps then I would have used a Persian or a Snorlax. I think I'm still making a mistake by not using a Lapras because Lapras is just so dependable, right? I feel like Lapras is always the most dependable Pokemon in the playing six. And look at this. What? This is some stalker behavior. Look at that. I go, what the hell? This guy, that's, everything tastes great when you're out in the wild. What? Reminding me of Craven the Hunter failing at the box office. Um, I don't know why it made me think of Craven the Hunter. With that, I think Sony's version of Marvel is pretty much dead. And okay, the Nidoran goes down. I'm gonna switch out maybe for Sandslash. So for the Elite Four, right? And yes, this is probably like the third or the fourth time only that I've used the internet to look up certain amount of like information. So I checked what the levels of the Elite Four Pokemon are going to be the first time when I battle them in either Fire Red or Leaf Green in these games, right? So the levels are going to be somewhere between mid 50s to late 50s. Don't think there's any Pokemon crossing level 60. So ideally, we should have our Pokemon trained up to like 55 or 60, like somewhere between 55 or 60 level. And you look at what I have going on right now, and it's really like laughable at this point because I've been under leveled for so long. I mean, I have challenged at least the last four gym leaders with low level Pokemon comparatively and relatively to those gym leaders. Yeah, I think with Erica it was pretty easy, but Erica was still like a little bit over level. I think one or two of her Pokemon, and after Erica, it's been a car crash when it comes to training up my Pokemon, which is crazy because I have used the VS Seeker so many times because I wanted to accumulate some Poké Dollars as well as experience. So it's crazy how my Pokemon are still like low leveled compared to all these trainers right here. So after this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a break for like 1 or 2 days and I'm gonna train up my Pokemon and get them ready for the Elite Four because I don't think there's any other side quests left. Maybe there's like a couple of small things I can do here and there, maybe some items that I would have missed. I don't know, but it's fine. I don't really care about that at this point. So what I've been like keen on doing is like pushing forward the storyline. And yeah, I think like we've done a decent enough job so far where we've like balanced the side quests as well as pushing forward the storyline. And yes, I will be completing the post game of Pokemon Fire Red as well. So I'm not gonna just do the Elite Four and then call it quits. And yeah, that wouldn't be the end of this playthrough. So yeah, like I'm gonna do the post game. I'm gonna return back to the Sevii Islands and I'm gonna do the Ruby Sapphire, whatever that side quest is. I know that Team Rocket's gonna be back in some capacity. I don't remember it quite well, to be honest, because um, I've played this game 3 times, as I've said in the past. So the first time I've played, I was like 12 or 13 years old, and that's what I recall from like whenever I'm saying that if I remember correctly, whenever I'm using those statements, it's from back when I was 12 or 13 years old when I played this game for the first time. So after that, I played this game in 2014 or 15. So it's almost like 10 years ago now. And at that time, I only did the Elite Four once, and then I did not play the post game, and I just like yeah, I used a bunch of cheat codes. I used like a bunch of like fucking I don't know, like a bunch of like crappy cheats and shenanigans. Hot springs go hand in hand. The Ember Spa here, well, I hear the pool right of gigantic, blah blah blah. We obtain HMO6. I have no idea what this guy just said. I did not even bother to read it. Let's go down here. I think it's gonna heal. Yeah, the heals our Pokemon. Awesome. Like usually, what this is heavenly. You should jump into, whoa, relax, bro. Relax. I don't want to be in the pool with other dudes, especially your age. I have my standards. Come on. Yeah, so the second time when I played this game was 2014-15, like almost 10 years ago. And yeah, I did not do the post game at that point. So I only did the Elite for once. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I stopped playing. So, um, yeah, like when I say that I remember things, it's like from way back in the day when I was like 12 or 13 years old. It's probably like I was in like seventh or eighth grade, something like that. It was like 2007. Yeah, so it's been a long time. Um, yeah, so this is going to be an interesting one. I know we have to like solve some puzzles as well over here. Don't know how long the Mount Ember goes. Oh, look at that. There's like Team Rocket goons. I wasn't expecting to see them so quickly, actually. We'll try digging here. The treasure admins have been. What? You're in the way. Get lost. Bro, these people need to learn some politeness. I swear. Okay, so we're gonna have to use strength over here. I really don't want to teach any of my Pokemon that I have in my party right now. HMO6, I think that's Rock Smash. I really, really don't want to teach them. And look at this. I cannot seem to avoid a battle in these parts. This is insane. But I think it's fine because I mean, I don't know. Like, I have 34 Ultra Balls right now. I hope that I'm able to catch Moltres in as less wastage of Ultra Balls as possible, hopefully. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell all these Ultra Balls because I need some cash. I wanna buy some revives. I wanna buy some full restores and max potions as well. Because the Elite Four is not gonna be kind, and I don't know when I'm gonna lose my patience. Like, hopefully, I don't lose my patience too quickly when I'm training my Pokemon. Um, with like a couple of my Pokemon, I think I have three. Like I have Blaze, my Charizard, I have Mr. Mime, and I think Jolteon, Bolt at like mid 40s by this point. So that's fine. It's gonna be like relatively easier to train them. But dude, Happy Wild Plume is like super low, and I'm kind of concerned about Happy because it's gonna be useful for sure, but there's nothing that Happy can do that Gyarados cannot do. Like while I'm in a battle with Bruno. With the first one, I don't know, I forget who the first one was, who uses like ice type Pokemon. I think it's Lorelei. Yeah, she's gonna be difficult to beat, but and Happy is going to be absolutely useless because he's gonna be weak against ice type Pokemon. So yeah, I kind of wrestled with the idea of whether should I keep Happy in the playing six or should I remove him. I think I'm gonna keep him because yeah, Happy kind of knocked out three of Giovanni's Pokemon, and I know it was a big like type advantage against Giovanni, but it's fine. He still proved himself, I feel like. So I think at this point Happy deserves a spot in the playing six. So whatever happens, let it happen. We will see how it goes. Hitmonchan, I'm gonna use a fly on this. Yeah, I feel like I've used Blaze or Charizard so less, but somehow Blaze has always been so dependable and clutch in moments when I needed him to clutch, which is why Blaze is still pretty much our high level Pokemon. I made it a point that I'm going to use all the Pokemon that I have in the best of my capacity and not just use my starter Pokemon. We obtain a dire hit, that's great. And yeah, not just use my starter Pokemon, but damn, like it's been I made it a point to not just use my starter, right? I used other Pokemon as well, but wow, like the starter is just that dependable and strong. And yeah, without a good starter, like without a Charizard, or if you picked Bulbasaur or Squirtle, I feel like at this part of the game your starter would still be the most high level Pokemon, no matter what you do. At least in Pokemon Fire Red, where you depend, I wouldn't say like you depend like really heavily on the starter, but like I said, like in some clutch moments, you do need them. So it is what it is, and this confusion is super effective, but somehow it did not do a lot of damage. Man, Queen is bulky as hell. Queen has taken some crazy hits, and oh, what the hell, Logan, relax. He's gonna use a full restore. Um, yeah, I feel like some of our Pokemon are like super bulky, like Gyarados for sure, Nidoqueen, super bulky as well. I'm so glad that I did not use a Nidoking and I'm using a Nidoqueen. Um, yeah, just because I feel like Nidoqueen is a little bit better when it comes to like defense and just like being able to like hold on and take those crazy stab hits sometimes. Which reminds me, I do have an extra Moonstone, and I did catch a Nidoran or a Nidorino, yeah, from the Safari Zone, so I could evolve it using a Moonstone into a Nidoking. Um, I will do that. I also, I don't know, like I should have I think couple of like one or two like moonstones. Maybe I also evolved a Jigglypuff. I don't know if I've done that already or not. Um, so yeah, I definitely did not catch a Clefairy. I did not run into a Clefairy around the rock tunnel or like those areas. So maybe I could like go back, run around in some extra time, catch a Clefairy as well. We'll see. We'll see. Um, I don't think I have a slow bro or slow poke as well. Um, yeah, it's like some Pokemon that I might have missed. But the list is not too long actually. I think I used a Super Repel all the way in the Pokemon Mansion and the Seafoam Islands inside the cave. So, yeah, like I mean, there might have been some Ice type Pokemon which I could have caught, but I missed. Maybe I will go back after this video to Seafoam Islands in the cave and catch like a couple of like ice type Pokemon. But to be honest, like I don't really. I would rather sell these Ultra Balls and get some cash to buy some revives and hyper potions and max potions and full heals as well. Um, so I'd rather do that than catch any extra Pokemon at this point in the game because the Pokédex is already like about 70. I feel like we've done like good enough like catching to be honest. Not that it's gonna stop. I'm sure like I might catch some Pokemon in the post game, but I think at this point in the game I need some Poké Dollars rather than to have extra Ultra Balls lying around in my backpack. So let's get away from this Machop, and I think I should use a Repel because I keep running into these Pokemon again and again. We have some max repel, so we're not gonna run out of them very quickly. Maybe we might need to use it while we are like on our way to Indigo Plateau. So, so yeah, we'll see. And I figure like I should catch some Pokemon in that cave in the Victory Road because yeah, I'm only gonna go through it once, right? Like I don't imagine I'm gonna go through it like multiple times. Okay, so there's a small little puzzle right here. Let's push this over here. This goes to the left. This one goes to the left as well. This goes up. And one step to the right. Another one to the right. And there's another bird. And this one's already roasted. I don't know if we could like roast it. Maybe we could bake this bird. Not sure how we want to eat it. This would be the new KFC logo in the Kanto region. Uh, so, all right, I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna put Bolt up ahead, and let's go. Let's challenge the fiery bird or the flame legendary bird called Moltres. This one's going to be level 50 as well, and I'm gonna open up with a Thunder Wave as usual, which is the strategy that I've used so far. Paralyze these birds, and then you try to damage them as much as possible, and then you catch them, right? So he's gonna go for a fire spin. Let me go for a shockwave. I really need a thunderbolt on my bolt, my Jolteon. I definitely need. What the fuck? Like that did a lot of damage. These legendaries are weak as hell, dude. What? I thought it would be able to tank it. Now the thing is, I can't do much because okay, we cannot switch it because we're trapped in the fire spin vortex. Um, okay. So I'm gonna waste this chance because I feel like anything I do is gonna knock it out. And this is my only and my first attempt, so we'll see how this goes. Zapdos, it took me 4 attempts. Articuno, it took me 2 attempts, so it wasn't that bad. I spent, I think, like 30 minutes or 25 to 30 minutes on Zapdos. Articuno, I spent like 15 minutes or something. Let's see how this one goes. I'm hoping that this one's like easier compared to the other two. So why am I trying to run from the battle? So I'm gonna use a max potion on Queen because let's use a full restore actually. Let's cure it of the paralysis as well. I should have probably saved on the full restores, but whatever, man. It is what it is. Don't really care about using the full restore right here. Okay, I think we could use one more. Let's see. The flamethrower does quite a lot, huh? And the fire spin, I feel like the flamethrower shouldn't have done so much. All right, so Moltres is now down to what is that? 10, 12 HP, something like that. Let's see. Maybe I'll send out Happy. I want to use a cut, so that we can perhaps lower it a little bit. Can I use it one more? I don't know. Maybe I can, um, but let's not risk it. Let's send out Gyarados, a Rogon, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start throwing Pokeballs at this bird that's on fire. It's like one step away from being cooked. So yeah, 34 Ultra Balls, well, 33 Ultra Balls. Let's see how it goes. Um, and as expected, it breaks out immediately. Zero shakes at the Pokeball, and it breaks out. Yeah, like I'm definitely sure that I'm not gonna use any legendaries in the Elite Four. I think I'll keep what I have, and I'm just gonna train these Pokemon up to level 50 for sure. And we'll see how much patience do I have after that, and if I want to train them more than level 50 or not. Let's keep spamming, and yeah, zero shakes again. Very high grade Pokeball. That's the description of this Ultra Ball. Doesn't feel too high grade, does it? One shake and it breaks out again. These birds, man, they keep going for this agility attack, and dude, like it increases their speed, but I don't know what else it does. Does it reduce the catch rate? I don't know. I almost feel like I want to fast forward this, but then I pretty much like only used fast forward while I'm training because I use the VS Seeker. I run around like a patch of grass like multiple times. I challenge wild Pokemon. I also re-challenge and have rematches with a lot of these trainers. So I used fast forward option on the emulator for that, but with the normal playthrough, I genuinely don't want to use any fast forward because all right, all right. Oh no, what? I was so spamming the fucking all these buttons, it opens up the guide menu or the learning guide or whatever that is. Uh, yeah, three shakes, not too bad. And let's keep spamming again. Yeah, so I only use fast forward for like training purposes. Like I don't use it in the normal playthrough. Because yeah, I think it just spoils the fun. It kind of takes away from the feeling that oh, okay, like you're a character going through this journey and you're like immersed into the game and you're going through these situations along with the character and you're experiencing things for the first time in real time as they're happening. So I try not to use the fast forward option. I don't like it. I know there's like a lot of YouTubers that do it, but hey, that's totally their choice. For me personally, I would rather do it at normal speed. And if you guys are bored, then you guys can use the fast forward option on YouTube and do it on your like on your account. But for me, I'm okay with it. Like I try to keep the videos as short as possible, and that's a bit hypocritical of me to say. All right, look at that. We caught Moltres. Because yeah, this video is going to be like 25 minutes or something, right? The flame Pokemon, and we have caught Moltres. With that, we have hunted down and accumulated all the three birds that we need to open up a KFC in the Kanto region. And now we need to decide upon the flavors. So, can I fly from here? I think I can. Let's go ahead and fly to. Yeah, that's just a select option. So let's go ahead and fly back to the Pokemon Center in one island. And now we're not gonna spend any more time here because why would we? This place is useless for us. There's nothing else to do here. We've done the side quest. We're back to Vermilion City and Vermilion Port. Let's go ahead and heal our Pokemon as we normally do after these long drawn out battles. And yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break for like one day or so, 1 or 2 days, and then we're gonna go and challenge the Elite Four because I need some time to train, and we've done the side quests. There's nothing else to do. We have all the HMs that we need. And look at the trainer card. We got 13,000 Poké Dollars, so some improvement. 76 on the Pokédex. I'm gonna save the game right here, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you soon. Bye.